Today I'm out exploring another brand new location. It's another Via Verde or Greenway. This run runs from Maigmo to Agost. I'm not going to make the whole thing, that's for sure. It's 22 kilometres long. 44 kilometre round trip is more than I'm prepared to do today. So I'm just going to explore the first, I don't know, 5, maybe 6 kilometres, see what's here, and hopefully get some photography in a bit later on in the afternoon. I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you do and you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe before you go. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. I am on another Greenway or Via Verde. These are routes that follow what used to be the old train tracks. Now they're dedicated to cycling, running, walking, leisure type stuff. This particular one you can start either in Agost by an old train station, which is 22 kilometres away from where I am now, because I've chosen to start it at the Maigmo end, and I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. And Maigmo, I think, is the big mountain kind of up the back here. And literally I come off the motorway and it's, well, I can see the motorway traffic for where I am now, but I'm hoping as I get further along the trail that traffic noise and sense of being out there will disappear. It's a bit breezy today, so we'll see how that plays into whatever photography I end up doing. Just past kilometre marker 20, which means I am 20 kilometres from the far end, so I'm 2 kilometres from where I've started out. It's good that they give you some sort of signposts. So far, I mean, it's beautiful scenery around here, but nothing photographically leaping out at me at the moment. I mean, they've got the mountains up here, look quite impressive. It's also, in places when you get exposed, the wind can be really quite strong. I'm just coming up on the first of the tunnels. These are, of course, old railway tunnels. Now, according to what I've read, these are, or some of them are, pretty long and completely dark. So you need a torch. I've got my head torch with me, so I'm going to stop, get that out, and then see what's in here. Oh, and take my sunglasses off as well. That'd be counterproductive. Okay, another tunnel coming up. Don't know how long this one is, I guess we'll see. I think I can already see the light at the end of this one. Just caught my eye, some nice light on the top of that hill over there. I've got the path leading in, and then I'm trying to keep the hills on both sides so that they're coming into the frame at the same height, so that they kind of frame the scene. Some nice clouds moving across there. I mean, you could do a long exposure on this, but then all the trees are going to be blurry. So instead I'm going for a fast exposure, 1/80th of a second, and just shooting handheld. I really don't need the tripod for this. Trying to put the peak with the light on just off to one side of the centre slightly. Got another tunnel coming up. This makes 3 that I've done. And I've just passed kilometre marker 17, which means I've done 5k since I parked the car. I guess I'm going to have to decide soon how much further I'm prepared to go. I'm in tunnel number 4. This one's only short, but the wind is howling through here. I'm actually having to lean forward to walk through it. So that's 6 kilometres walked. It is very windy. And I'm not sure whether to sort of carry on or whether to turn around and head back and see if anything grabs me on the way back. Just past kilometre marker 15 and I've decided to turn back. I've got 7 kilometres that I've walked. I've now got 7 kilometres back to the car. And it's only about half an hour, maybe 35 minutes till we lose the sun behind the mountains, if that. So I'm going to head back and see if there's any scenes that grab me on the way back. So far, this has been a beautiful place to come for a walk. Beautiful place if you wanted to come cycling as well, I'm sure. But it's not kind of grabbing me that much photographically. Having said that, I've only done 7 kilometres, so not quite a third of it. I have found a couple of spaces or a couple of places along here where I could potentially drive further up and join the Greenway sort of further along rather than starting right at the beginning. So that might help me to divide it up into manageable chunks for future trips. But let's head back and see if I can find anything else to shoot before we lose the lights. Beautiful views out there, all the way out to the coast. Nothing that's grabbing me image-wise though. Beautiful scenery does not necessarily make for a great image. Oh, it's getting very windy now. I've just stopped off for a quick shot here. I don't know if you can see, over there behind me there's a peak sticking up. The top of the peak is illuminated and there's a little trail, it's barricaded off, you can't go up there, that kind of goes up roughly towards one side of it. So I'm doing a shot of that at the moment. Now it would be nicer if the cloud that's in the scene was better placed on it, but it's not. But nevertheless, we're going to give it a go. So I've got telephoto lens on, 1/25 of a second. That might look quite nice, but it is getting very windy now. Okay, I've got a gorgeous sky over there and I'm struggling to do anything with it. So I'm going for a composition which is going to make use mostly of almost silhouettes of the scene. The challenge I've got is the wind blowing the leaves on quite a big tree in the scene around. So I may have to do one shot with the exposure time cut right back. I'm going to go f8. And even at that, it's not going to do it. I'm going to bump the ISO up. To about 400. And it's all just about framing the colours in the sky. Okay, we're now about 35 minutes after sunset and it's getting quite dark now, so I'm going to sign this video off before it gets completely dark. Now, my next video, because I put videos out on a Saturday, is due out on Christmas Day, but I'm not going to put a video out on Christmas Day. So what I'm going to do instead is put a video out on the 23rd. So make a note of that, unless of course you've hit that notification bell, in which case you don't need to make a note of it because you'll get notified. And watch it whenever you like. As for me, I'm just going to say this has probably been a short video, but I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a like, share it on social media, leave me a comment and let me know what you think. If you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe before you go. And as always, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch. I can't wave because I'm holding a light in one hand and a camera in the other. So I'll just say until the next video on the 23rd. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.